Hey guys, and welcome to my personal year-end awards 2017. My name is WW Dadman, you already know that. And as per usual, we're going to start off with the top 5 ranking for the game of the year.
5.
Fifth place, and this one's probably one a lot of people are gonna get upset about being on this list. Seeing as a lot of people got upset about the game itself being a thing since it's not Half-Life 3, Bridge Constructor Portal. I pretty much just started that Let's Play, but it has everything that Portal had just brought over into Bridge Constructor. Bridge Constructor itself was a good game. So having a Portal-themed version is probably one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Also, the humor is still the same. The voiceover for GLaDOS is still awesome. And in general, it's also a really good puzzle game. So yeah, that definitely deserves this place.
Multiple pairs of portals can exist at the same time.
Okay.
One of them is leading to a deadly laser field. It appears red to discourage casual contact. I am registering an increased heart rate and galvanic skin response, obviously due to the fact that you are not able to tell which portal will lead the vehicles into the lethal deadlock.
I love this game.
To compensate for your lack of clairvoyant abilities, we will alter the portal's spectral radiance.
Thank you.
From now on, interlinked portals will always have matching colors.
Thanks.
4.
Moving on to number 4. That would be a game that I first thought not much about until people got really, really into it and were like, you have to play this game. And I'm not going to tell you anything about it, just play it. And now I'm one of those people. If you haven't seen anything about it or played it, Doki Doki Literature Club definitely is worth playing. On the outside, it looks like your standard stupid ass anime dating simulator. Trust me, it isn't. And I'm not gonna go into detail about it because there's a reason this is nominated for the Device Description Award in the Steam Awards. So yeah, if you have any way of playing it, play it. Otherwise, the playthrough I did on stream is up on this channel if you want to spoil yourself. The game is free, so if you want to try it, go ahead. Just download it on Steam. Or on, I guess Team Salvato also has it on their homepage, I guess. But yeah, easiest version, Steam. Just download. Then. And trust me, it's worth it. Have here. Forgive, cry, tenacious, night gone, hope, giggle, universe, holiday, pain, and tragedy. Well, so I'm gonna go ahead since Yuri was talking about horror and dark things, psychological stuff and all that. Anything really like dark is gonna go to her. They said Natsuki likes cute things, even though she won't admit it. So anything cute would go to her, and anything that's neutral then would go for Sayori, since I seriously don't see what else would work with that, since like positive and negative and in the middle. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just pick one. Okay, I'm pretty sure that worked. Third place is one that I think I don't usually want to do since it's a DLC. And I don't usually include DLCs in my Game of the Year awards, but in this case, it's a standalone DLC, so it definitely doesn't count as a pure DLC, as you can buy it by itself and still play it, so yeah. I'm talking about Dishonored Death of the Outsider. Arcane really did a really great job on that one. Finishing off the entire story and just making everything come together in the end. Why do you all not have any money with you?
Markets in this part of town are a bad sign. Expensive in the backyard districts, but here, not good. Better tell Captain Lowry.
All these black market signs do is make work. It's coming from over there. Sometimes I think I'll just do it myself. What's going on here?
No! I don't want to die! What's happening now?
Don't get away!
Seriously. How much money do I have now? Second place would be The End Is Nigh. A pretty freaking hard platformer by the creator of The Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy, Edmund McMillen. Came out at the start of the year and already had Game of the Year potential from then. It just got outplayed by one other game that is going to come up in a bit. Yeah, it is really hard. It is fun as heck. It has secrets over secrets over secrets. I didn't even find all the secrets. And it got to a point where I was like, okay, this isn't fun anymore. But up until that point, it was definitely one of the best games I've ever played. If you are a fan of platformer games, then this is a definite must buy. And especially if you are into I Wanna Be the Guy fan games, you will have a lot of fun with this, since there's a bunch of really, really fan gamey stuff in it. As somebody who actually played a few fan games before over on Twitch, that made me quite happy to see. Gates of Death. It's just a gate. It's literally just a gate. Like, this is probably even easier than a gate. Frick. And finally, number one, my personal game of the year, Prey. A lot of people were upset that this wasn't a sequel to the original Prey from like 2005 or something. I never played that game. I never even knew that game existed up until people got upset about this not being Prey 2. Either way, so this is the only Prey I know, and it definitely is one of the best games I've ever played, and it is definitely the best game I played this year. And it is absolutely underrated when it comes to people actually saying this game is good and playing it on YouTube and everything. Because I've seen like 2 other people do Let's Plays of this, at most. Like, either I'm subscribed to the wrong people, or that's just it just didn't get the attention that it deserves. Either way, Prey, my personal game of the year. Triggered instantly by pressing mouse 2. Some powers are targeted to stop time and enter side targeting mode. Press and hold mouse 2. Use mouse to aim. Release mouse 2 to execute power on target location, or press F to cancel. So essentially, it's the same as blinking in Dishonored in usage, just that you aren't really doing stuff like that, as in you don't actually go fast. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and quit to Tasktop and cut you this out, since there's something profoundly wrong with the audio in-game right now, and I want to get to the bottom of that. Okay. So apparently the game just really didn't like me tabbing out of it to start the recording. Guess that's that then. That's the thing. So what other things happened this year? Well, there is the Battle Royale genre that really came up. PUBG and Fortnite Battle Royale are really, really popular games, and both are really good games. I just still haven't bought PUBG since all the way through until now, it has never been on sale, and I said I would buy it, and I wouldn't buy it unless it's on sale or out of early access. It is now out of early access, but it doesn't behave like it's out of early access. Like, the performance is still not up to par with what other games do in the same engine. It's not up to par with Fortnite, and that's saying something, since Fortnite hasn't got, like, the greatest performance ever. I mean, maxed out on 1080p, I can run it at a constant 60, but that's about it. Not the... I mean, maybe it's the Unreal Engine being a little bit stupid, but I guess I don't know. Other than that, we got DLC for CM Speedrunners from Hell, which was also a lot of fun. Came also with a free update with some new stuff in it. For example, you can now do the speedrun mode with modifiers that let you use the power-ups in every level that you're gonna run. They also fixed a lot of things that needed fixing. It's just a really, really nice DLC. Also, some new power-ups, some new stuff. That was really neat. Then, of course, Life is Strange Before the Storm, the prequel to Life is Strange, released. And that was, well, I mean, it was nice to play through. It kind of lacked a little bit in, the fact that it didn't have the time reversal mechanic for obvious reasons. It also lacked in the fact that the voice actor for Chloe wasn't the same, and that was really audible. It also lacked in, well, the cool new element of it was the talkback mechanic, which also lacked a little bit since it didn't have many appearances. There weren't enough of those for my personal taste. Then another game that released this year was Cuphead. That was one that I initially thought looked kind of interesting. Then I saw it was just a boss rush game with so little actual platforming parts that I didn't really feel it anymore. So I ended up not buying it and not playing it. I do, however, enjoy watching the speedruns of it, since the pre-patch versions had some nice glitches that could be abused. That would also be the only thing I'd use that game for. Cause I really don't feel like doing boss rush games that much. It's just personal taste. Next game I'd like to talk about, Taiko no Tatsujin Drum Session on PS4. Rhythm game, pretty much a port of the Taiko arcade to the PlayStation. Comparatively, the charts on there are kinda hella stupid if I compare it to like Project Diva games. Because some of the stuff really doesn't make sense. Like, half of the extreme charts don't go with anything in the song. They just make up their own drum rhythm over the song that maybe somehow fits. And that's why this isn't on my top 5 games of the year list. Then I'd like to talk about a few PSVR games. First, Unearthing Mars, which turned out to be quite a horror game actually. Which I didn't originally anticipate it to, and yeah, it was quite a cool game. Unfortunately, it was a little bit short. But yeah, if you haven't watched that yet, Let's Play's up on my channel, and definitely something you wanna watch. Then Job Simulator got an update, a free update that added an endless mode for every job, which was what was it? Infinite overtime, which essentially makes you do randomized tasks over and over and over and over until you quit, and it has a counter that actually goes up to like 1 million or something. I'd like to see what happens if you actually reach that, if they did anything special for that, but I don't have the time or the like motivation to actually stand there doing random tasks in any of the jobs for 1 million times. No, just no. I don't know what kind of complete lifeless carcass would have the time to do that, actually. But yeah, nonetheless, I would love to see if they did add any like Easter eggs for that. Then of course we've got Super Hot VR and Megaton Rainfall, 2 games I haven't gotten to play yet, but they're out already, and I have them already installed. So those are coming up at the start of the year, as soon as a few of the other Let's Plays are done. And the same goes for Accounting Plus, which just came out, is also a PSVR game, and is also going to be on the channel as soon as I'm done with a few other projects. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to do any of the stuff up until now. One more game I want to talk about is Hidden Agenda. That's by the makers of Until Dawn, probably even in the same engine, but realized as a Playlink title, which I have mixed feelings about. I mean, I like that you can theoretically use your phone as a controller and have a group of people play the game at the same time. However, the problem with this is you need your phone and your PS4 to be in the same wireless network, or like you can connect the PS4 via cable, but it needs to be in the same network. So you have to physically be in the same place to play together. That's a big minus on my personal note, since I hardly ever have anybody over for playing games. That just doesn't happen. That's something that you might do as long as you're still like in school, but by now nobody has time for that. That's the problem. Like, nobody has time to go, hey, like, come over to my place and let's play some video games. That doesn't happen. Unless you're, like, real-life friends with somebody who also does Let's Plays and just happens to be living, like, next door. It just doesn't happen otherwise. So yeah, also, having to use the phone even if you're playing single player is a little bit annoying since I hate touchscreens. But yeah, that's just something I'm gonna live with. In general, Hidden Agenda is a really, really cool game. I am looking forward to see the rest of it. And yeah, as of the recording of this, I am not done with it yet. So look forward to more of that. As for the rest of my personal year-end awards that aren't Game of the Year, first up we've got the Disappointment of the Year. And that's one I really didn't think I'd ever say, but the Disappointment of the Year goes to The Binding of Isaac. Afterbirth Plus to be exact, and the fact that Afterbirth Plus and 100%ing it essentially became reset farming the game. Since a lot of stuff was just by design unfair and completely unbalanced and made you reset over and over to get something even slightly worth starting with. And also the entire fact that the chance of going to Delirium after Blue Baby is basically 25% after Blue Baby and 50% after Mega Satan and only 100% after defeating Hush, and you'll have to go from Hush directly to Delirium or to the Void, and you can't do the other two floors in between. It's just a bullshit design decision. Like, I don't want to have to go through the horrid boss fight that is the Hush. Especially the fact that you need to either have Mama Mega or be there in under 30 minutes, and I hate speedrunning that game. Absolutely hate speedrunning Isaac, because it doesn't make any sense to me. It's so random that speedrunning it is just complete bullshit. Anybody who's enjoying it, okay, have your way. But I do not enjoy it, and I don't want to be forced to do it to have a guaranteed way of getting to a boss that is a requirement for unlocks. So that's one of the reasons why the fact that you can use mods without achievements disabling is quite a nice thing, since I just went ahead and downloaded a mod that's called Always Void, and without that I would have probably just rage quit. So having to use mods to fix bullshit in a game is definitely not something I would recommend. So yeah. So much for that. Disappointment of the Year, Afterbirth Plus. Nice thing, I don't have a annoying bug of the year or rage of the year or shocker of the year this year. So it's gonna be a little bit shorter of a video. Also means there's nothing really annoying going on bug-wise this year. I mean, there was nothing quite as bad as Homefront: The Revolution this year, so so much for that. I mean, I did have my rage moments in both the Super Meat Boy and the Endisnai playthroughs, but none of that was worthy of really being called Rage of the Year. So yeah, next category would be Funny Bug of the Year. And for that, you still get a top 5 ranking.
5!
Is that a bird stuck there? Hey, Flappy Bird.
I'll find you, you know.
You've been working here from
Um.
know Dr. Hypatia's office is off limits.
Begging you. It would only take a few hours for Dr. Hypatia to see them. My 7-year-old broke her leg carrying water down to the miners. And my 3-year-old has been coughing dust for weeks. His skin is so pale. He's gray. I could bring them here.
I think that's not supposed to be like that.
Doesn't accept patients anymore, and the institute is under the same guard.
What the fuck?
Apparently, you can't be trusted.
I think I broke the game.
Family must be good for something. Nice, Javi.
What the?
We have a process.
What the heck is that?
Things. Your guys better not have a problem with that. Things don't go well for troublemakers here. I hope that's clear.
Of course not. We're happy to be here. It's good to see you alive, brother.
Same here. Come on.
What is the what is the
Where
thing
we
with
going?
that backpack?
I asked for you. I thought you'd want to check on her. After what happened to Mama and everyone else. I thought you were all dead. But you were taking care of them, weren't you? Somehow you found a way. Shit. I'll get the doc.
I'm fine. I just needed to talk to you alone.
But we've got the
Scared, Javi, more than I was the whole time on the road. Even when I thought I was going to die, everything inside me.
Remember what I said. When we meet these guys, keep what happened to Mariana to yourself. Badger is one of my guys, and I will handle him.
I have seriously no fucking clue what that glitch is. I mean, this game has been out for how long now? Half a year? Almost? What was this? When did I play Season 2? That's about when this came out. How is this glitch still in? And it's getting worse! You're gonna fly away! Oh god, funny bug of the
They look
year.
pretty, but it's all sugars. There's no substance.
It tastes pretty, Clint. That's all that matters. Ah, the brother.
Javi, meet the guys. Clint runs food production. The crops you saw, that's him and his people. Jones, our bridge to the outside world. She handles contact with other settlements.
Pleased to meet
Oh
you,
hey, it
Javi.
fixed itself.
I trust you've been treated well. I hope you haven't been handled too roughly. Some of our people left their courtesy with their old lives.
Oh yeah, the cell you threw me in was totally 5-star.
I'm sorry about that. We have to be careful. I'm sure you can understand. Please, make yourself comfortable.
Are you gonna fly away now?
We
This
value
looks so
straight talk, so
stupid.
please, forgive me if I seem
How is that still
We're
in the
usually
game?
pretty strict about who we open our doors to. Your brother's word counts for a lot.
Is that so?
The three of us and Dr. Lingard make all.
I'd say we're gonna cut this here for this episode. And I'm gonna continue in the next one.
The impertinence. No one says no to me. That's for certain.
Not even a fucking door that's boarded up says no to you. Oh. See See you next episode. Till then, leave a like if you enjoy. Subscribe for more. And until next time, my name is W.W. Deadman. Bye. And of course, also Laugh Flash of the Year, which goes to Job Simulator this time. Oh. I'm a fountain of puke. That works with so much stuff, actually. And the Wait What moment of the year goes to Dishonored 2. I'll have to actually carry you out of here then. Excuse me. How did he die from that? Oh God. And with that, we come to the final year-end awards that I'm going to give out. The usual fail of the year, and that's, as per usual, going to me. This time in Dishonored Death of the Outsider. I'll leave by using you. Since I can totally go out here. Don't need to go out the lower path. And with that, back to the carriage.
What's going on?
For you. Let's make her bleed.
Oh God.
Interesting.
Help?
A touch of the outsider. Now isn't this a surprise?
Did you sacrifice your hand to perform those tricks?
You don't deserve the gift of magic.
Hi.
Hear that? The void people say.
Wanna die?
Why the void? You really would do this. Just show up. How did you do this?
On you.
There she is. That's just like you.
You don't deserve the touch.
Learn this carry yourself.
What the heck? Let's ignore that ever happened. So yeah, that's it. My personal year-end awards. I hope you had a nice Christmas weekend. I hope you'll have a nice New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And the best of compilation for the year is going to come out on the 1st of January. So till then, I'll see you in the next video of whatever I make. Until then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. Until then, my name is WW Dadman. Bye.